guys, welcome to Sandpaper-Academy for Civil Services. Jitu apnalokor amar prelims or karone all Assam basis juntu mock test asile free of cost definitely. So etur aji ami analysis kini loi aisu. Aji hoisile morning from 9 to 11. So already ami jikini registered jikini amar aspirants ase teolokor logot bohutu ami conduct korilu MCQ prelims or karone APSC mock test hisabe aru aji tu ami basically it was open for all asile সকলোৱে participate কৰিলে আৰু নিজৰ progress to সকলোৱে চাব পাৰিছে তাৰে আমি আজি 100 টা question আৰু তাৰ লগতে হয়তো এটা বা দুটা আমি additional question দি দিছো সেইখিনি আমি আজি analysis কৰিম so first question to asile which of the following is or are correct about Attorney General of India so এই গুটেখিনি ভিতৰত যদি আপোনালোকে চাই ইয়াতে 1 and 3 options to correct আছে 1 ত কৈছিলে যে Attorney General of India is appointed by the President of India আৰু he has the right to speak and take part in the proceedings of both houses of the parliament ঠিক আছে so this is a special authority that Attorney General can take part in right to speak and take part in the proceedings of the both houses of the parliament or their joint sitting also but and any committee of the parliament of which he may be named a member but he won't have a right to vote so yet at a full sentence dia asile it is to once appointed Attorney General of India jetia ejon byaktik Attorney General of India hisabe appoint kora jay tetia koisile ki he or she is barred from private legal practices te aru privately legal practices or prateo koribo nwaribo boli ullekh kora goisile so etu ohuddho ba etu bhul so Attorney General of India is not a full-time counsel of the government he doesn't fall in the category of government servants further he is not debarred from private legal practice so option C is correct second question junto asile tat dia goisil which of the following statement is not correct okay kuntu bhul khudise with reference to the Advocate General of the state of a state ঠিক আছে the Advocate General is appointed by the governor for being appointed as the Advocate General of a state he or she must be a citizen of India and must have held judicial office for 20 years or has been advocate of a high court for 20 years so this 20 years should be replaced with 10 years aru baki keta criteria definitely correct hoy so he has the right to speak and take part in the proceedings of both houses of the state legislature or any committee of the state legislature of which he may be named a member but without a right of vote tenedore he enjoys all the privileges and immunities that are available to the member of state legislature so this is all about Advocate General of India next ami question to asile which of the following is or are true regarding fundamental rights jitu citizen or foreigners both সকলোৰে কাৰণে available হয় except enemy aliens so ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত আমি এই যোনটো 4 this is not available for foreigners this is only available for citizens right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions this right is not available to foreigners and rest of the rights that is equality before law and equal protection of laws protection in respect of conviction for offenses freedom to manage religious affairs these all are also available to foreigners not only to citizens but also to foreigners so right of minorities to establish and administer educational institution this right is only available to citizens but it is not available to foreigners ঠিক আছে question number 4 which of the following is or are correct about mandamus kuntu correct khudise so yar bitorat apni jodi sai then first question to correct asile option 2 it is a command issued by a court to a public official asking him to perform his official duties that he has failed or refused to perform a ক্ষেত্ৰত mandamus issue কৰা যায় আৰু it can also be issued against public body private body বুলি আছে so it cannot be issued against private bodies. So special characteristics কেইটামান আছে mandamusৰ হেকেটা আমি তলত দি দিছো the writ of mandamus cannot be issued mandamus কেইটামান ক্ষেত্ৰত ইস্যু কৰিব নোৱাৰে আৰু তাতে কি অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত আছে against a private individual or a body okay আৰু to enforce departmental instruction that doesn't possess statutory force when the duty is discretionary and not mandatory to enforce contractual obligation against the President of India or the state governors, against the Chief Justice of a High Court acting in a judicial capacity. So against these cases, mandamus cannot be issued. ঠিক আছে? So next, আমি গুছি গৈছো question number 5. য'ত দিয়া গৈছিলে কি which of the following provisions in the Constitution can be amended by simple majority of the two houses of the Parliament which are outside the scope of Article 368. So ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত কোনকেটা এনেকুৱা হয় যিকেটা simple majority amend কৰিব পাৰি আৰু 368 আৰ্টিকলৰ পাৰভিৰ বাহিৰত পৰে so ইয়াতে যদি চাই আপুনি abolition or creation of legislative council of the state and rules of procedure in parliament এইকেটা আমি simple majority both house of parliament প্লেস কৰি পেলাই amend কৰিব পাৰো কিন্তু any of the list in 7th schedule by extent of executive power of union and states this cannot be amended by simple majority of the both houses of the parliament ঠিক আছে so those provisions of the constitution which are related to the federal structure of the polity can be amended by special majority of the parliament and also with the consent of half of the state legislature by simple majority by half of the ratification of the states which will be passed with the simple majority so ebilak federal feature ক্ষেত্ৰত হয় আৰু এই যোনকেটা any list in the 7th schedule and extent of executive power in the union and states a provisions bilak ami special majority plus half of the ratification of states which will be passed through simple majority ami taneke amend koribo paru and this comes under article 368 ঠিক আছে so এটা না হয় so next আমি গুছি গলো কি which of the following is or are true regarding impeachment of president ঠিক আছে so ইয়াতে none of the above are true the nominated members of either houses of the parliament cannot participate boli koise they can participate in the impeachment process of the president so they are though they do not participate in the election ulta hoye jeta the elected members of legislative assembly of the state and union territories of Delhi and Puducherry do not participate in the impeachment of the president though they participate in his election so here none of the options are correct question number 7 estimate committee logot kunketa true hudise so the correct answer will be 2 and 3 only so bhul kunketa hoy the members of the committee are elected by Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha every year among its own members according to the principal proportional representation of representation by means of single transferable vote Aro, the chairman of the committee appointed by the president of India from the India amongst the members of the president. So yate 1 and 4 cannot be true. So all the 30 members are from Lok Sabha only. So Rajya Sabha naam to include korise. Rajya Sabha has no representation in this committee. And second junto ase the chairman of the committee is not appointed by the president but it is appointed by a speaker from among its member ঠিক আছে so next amar ahi gol which are correct about removal of judges of the Supreme Court of India so yate apunar dise which of the following are correct about it so yate ami kebol one to correct buli paisu je Judges Inquiry Act 1968 regulates the procedure relating to the removal of the judge of the Supreme Court by the process of impeachment a bhul keta ite sabo a removal motion can be signed ami jodi saw yate so here the removal motion can be signed by 100 members in case of Lok Sabha and 50 members in case of Rajya Sabha that 25 members dia goise so it cannot be correct aru dia goise if it is admitted then speaker or chairman is to constitute 4 member committee so it should be 3 members committee aru a 3 member committee thakibo committee should consist of Chief Justice or a Judge of Supreme Court, Chief Justice of a High Court, or and a distinguished jurist. আৰু যেতিয়া finally approval হ'ব তেতিয়া কি হ'ব Chief Justice of India passes an order removing the judges. This should be replaced with President of India. Okay, so only one is correct. So question number 9 is which of the following comes under the original jurisdiction of Supreme Court? So original jurisdiction, advisory jurisdiction, appellate jurisdiction, এইকেইটা কথা আপোনালোকে ভালকে চাই যাব before examination. ঠিক আছে? Here only one is correct. Appeals in the constitutional matters to pore appellate jurisdiction or ভিতৰত আৰু on the question of the law or fact of public importance of which has arisen or which is likely to arise to advisory jurisdiction pore teneke advisory jurisdiction or ভিতৰত any dispute arising out of any pre-constitutional constitution, treaty, agreement, convent, engagements, sanad or any other similar instrument or ক্ষেত্ৰত to advisory jurisdiction of ভিতৰত pore. So next আমি গুছি গৈছো question number 10, which of the following categories will not be entered in as PIL? So a chapter to apnaloke bhalke poribo kisuman fact ase jibilak PIL under pore aru kisumanok PIL under ami PIL file koribo noaru jibilak matter. So landlord tenant matter, service matter, iar bhitorot ami jodi sao kun keita nopore boli koise. Thik ase? So 3 and 4 only. Bonded labor matters aru petition from riot victims. So these are not included. Aru iar logote kisuman aru ase landlord tenant matter, service matter, and those pertaining to the pension and gratuity, admission to medical and other educational institution, petitions for early hearing of cases pending in the high courts and subordinate courts. So these are not under the these are the cases which are for these cases will not be entertained under as PIL. Okay, so which of the following is or are among the bordering countries of Red Sea? So definitely Red Sea ho ba jikini ami sea report moi eta I have already prepared one video. So amar playlist ot reply you can see. Okay, last minute revision I think playlist to naam. So tate apnaloke pai jabo sea keta aru tar bordering countries keta kotha. So yate jodi apni sabole jai then 1, 2 and 3 are only bordering countries of Red Sea. So yate jodi apni sai east of Yemen and Saudi Arabia, north west of Egypt, west of Sudan, Eritrea and Djibouti ase. Aru tar bahiro jodi apni sai map khonot tetia apni Red Sea side ot tolor pine Somalia boli ekhon country ase jak kisu area কেতিয়াবা ৰিকগনাইজ কৰা হয় ৰেড সি টেৰিটৰিজ হিচাপে কাৰণ তেওঁলোক ভেৰি ক্লোজ প্ৰক্সিমিটিত আছে সি খনৰ হাউএভাৰ বৰ্ডাৰিং কান্ট্ৰিজ হিচাপে কিন্তু একেখনি ধৰা যায় সো ইয়াতে আপোনাৰ সিৰিয়াৰ নামটো নাই গতিকে ডোন্ট গেট কনফিউজড ঠিক আছে তো মই মেপৰ থ্ৰুদি উইথ মেপ মই বুজাইছিলো সো আপোনালোকে চাই লব এটো সো নেক্সট আদিত্য এল1 মিশন ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট ইছৰোৰ মিশন গেটাৰ ওপৰটো ইছৰোজ mission in 2023 already I upload korisu very important please go through this lecture thik ase PSLV C56 launch Aditya L1 spacecraft in highly eccentric art so kihe launch korise ebilak bostu bhul hobo na lage aru kimanta payload loi goise ebilak bhul hobo na lage thik ase so yat kebol 3 number option to correct so PSLV C57 hobo lage aru 7 scientific payload hobo lage 13 gusi state of hormones se kun keta country land mass separate kore boli koise so yar option ase next black soil or kotha koise which of the following are correct about black soil hygroscopic hoy niki so yar all are correct so soils of India boli eta moi lecture already last minute revision series ot di thoisu please go through it again very important next mission shakti kotha khudisa which of the following is not true about mission shakti so jodi I will upload one video on tomorrow regarding all these schemes related to the women empowerment okay so yate jodi apni sai then this is not included. This is a part of another scheme so this another scheme is called as Swadargre. So it aims for rehabilitation of women in difficult circumstances by providing food, clothing, shelter, and vocational training and legal aid. So rest of the facts are coming under Mission Shakti. So this is wrong. D. Okay. So next match what is a festival বিলাক stateৰ লগত. So ইয়াতে যদি আপুনি চাই, then these two festivals are not correctly matched. So Losar should be of Ladakh and Sangai festival should be of Manipur. So here, which of the following are not correctly matched? So 2 and 3 are not correctly matched. So 17 gusi goisu Nobel Prize 2023 Nargis Mohammadi. Why itu mo comment box et janabo kihor babe paisile teo. Okay, so I think moi disu niki. Okay, so for her fight against oppression of women in Iran and her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all. Okay, so 18 the world sportsman of the year amar bhul hoi jabo pare jehetu news ot ase ami bhabu India pora pai gol niki. So it should be Lionel Messi. Okay, aru most number kun mane paisile hetu ebar sabo. Most number of Flores World Sportsman of the Year award kune paisile etu ebar apnaloke sai lobo women sai lobo taneke aru sports women of the year to sai lobo sports women of the year 2023 glorious sir thik ache. So next ami gusi jam which of the following is not correctly matched species aru IUCN release status bilak. So very important. So yate kebol this is not correctly matched. This should fall in the category of vulnerable species. Baki junto Andaman smooth horned shark ase vulnerable hoy. White cheeked dancing frog is endangered. Yellow Himalayan fritillary these are vulnerable. Aru ye jun keta moi disu. So please ebilakor upor eta apnaloke horuke note sai jabo pare kot poa jay web aru special kiba characteristics ase neki. Okay, next tiger reserve baru kiba designate hoise niki kiba designate that means what include hoise niki kiba list ot ba tenuka dhoroner kiba special feature ahise niki discover hoy ba kobar notun ke discover hoise niki species tu ei bostu ke ebar sai jabo tiger reserve or logot milabo dise. So basically jibilak Tiger Reserve hok wildlife sanctuary hok national park hok news ot thake hebilakor state bilak apnaloke bhalke sai lobo লাগিব. So eketa apnaloke ekbar sai dibo. So yate 3 and 4 is only correctly matched, but this Ramgarh and Ranipur these are not correctly matched. This should be Rajasthan instead of Maharashtra, and Ranipur should be in Uttar Pradesh rather than Madhya Pradesh. ঠিক আছে. Next blue flag beaches etu important ebar sai lobo kuntu statement true dise kun keta statement true dise. So here jodi apni sai then blue flag certification is awarded by the Denmark based non-profit foundation Marine Education is wrong here because it is given by Foundation for Environmental Education, that is FEE. Okay, and rest of the options are true here. So here 2 and 3 options are correct only and 1 is wrong. So etu olop bhalke monot rakhibo FEE, Foundation for Environmental Education, not Foundation for Marine Education. Beaches bili dekhile marine shobdo thakile bhabibo pare je shuddo hobo pare. Okay, so which of the following are true regarding India's first ocean thermal energy conversion plant? So etu jodi sai all are true. The National Institute of Ocean Technology, which is an autonomous institute under Ministry of Earth Sciences, etu prothom jotu banai ase amar OTEC plant, capacity 65 kilowatt in Kavaratti Lakshadweep ase with indigenous technology, and it will power the low temperature thermal desalination based on desalination plant for conversion of seawater in potable water. Very important পদক্ষেপ, বহুত important পদক্ষেপ লৈছে. Okay, so all are true here. Next, correctly match korbo dise National Park of Assam with districts. So ekita to apnaloke definitely janiboi lagibo. None of the above are true here because Kaziranga should be Golaghat and Nagaon district, Nameri should be Sonitpur, Dibru-Soykha should be Tinsukia, and Dehing Patkai should be Dibrugarh and Tinsukia. Okay. Assam shares interstate boundary with West Bengal, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Tripura, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. So ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত সকলোতকে দীঘল বাউণ্ডাৰী কাৰ লগত শ্বেয়াৰ কৰে, চুটি বাউণ্ডাৰী কাৰ লগত শ্বেয়াৰ কৰে, তাৰ ডাঙৰৰ পৰা সৰুলৈ সজাব দিছে। So ইয়াত যদি আপুনি চাই then option D is correct. So Assam Meghalaya सबसे डाঙৰ, Assam Arunachal, length বিলাক মই দি দিছো সাইডত, Assam Meghalaya, so Assam Meghalaya, Assam Arunachal, Assam Nagaland আহিব তাৰ পিছত, Assam Nagaland, so Assam Meghalaya is here 1, then Assam Arunachal Pradesh 2, Assam Nagaland 3, then Assam Manipur, then Assam Mizoram, then Assam West Bengal, and at last should be Assam and Tripura. Okay. So next we will arrange the following from longest to shortest international boundary of districts of Assam. So Assam junbilak district ase ekhonman district dia goise teloke Bhutanor hoite ji international boundary share kore kunte sabse dangor longest kore kunte shortest kore hetu hudibo karone dise. So yate ei duta option to directly apnar cancel e jay. So yate jodi apni sai option B is correct here. Okay. So next we go to among which of the following part of India the arrival of the monsoon is earliest? Malabko, Serapunji, Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman and Nicobar Deeppuns, ba Andaman and Nicobar Island. So it would apni jodi sai option D will be correct. So Bay of Bengal ase apnaloke jane usually experience a onset of southwest monsoon in May, and they are among the first regions in India to receive monsoon. Okay. Next 27 Namo 108 ki hoy. So this is a variety of lotus flower discovered in Manipur in India. It was in news, so please note it down also. During the period of 4 years from 2018-19 financial year to financial year 2021-22, the average annual growth of Assam in terms of gross state domestic product is kuntu hudisama, so it is 8.6. ठीक है sir. Next, which of the following statement is correct? So yate apuni only 3 is correct. When a resolution for removal of speaker is under the consideration of the house, he cannot preside over the sitting of the house, though he may be present. This is true, but bhul keta kihor karone bhul hoy apunalok koi diu. The speaker of Lok Sabha has to vacate his office earlier if he is removed by resolution passed by a majority of all then members of the Lok Sabha. So Rajya Sabha to hoboi nware, so yate Rajya Sabha naam to include korise. Then the speaker of the Lok Sabha derives his power and duties from only 2 sources boli koise. So in the source ase, so here apnaloke sabo pare the rules and conduct of business of Lok Sabha, parliamentary conventions, aru constitution of India. So eta yate eliminate kori dise, so that's why only 2 is correct here. Next, the deputy speaker cannot preside. So deputy speaker bikhoye khudise kuntu statement true. So 2 and 3 true hoy. Ki true hoy? Deputy speaker while presiding over the house cannot vote in the first instance, and this should be a space, and he can only exercise a casting vote in case of a tie. Aru when a speaker presides over the house, the deputy speaker is like any other ordinary member of the house. That is also true, but also that here he cannot preside over the joint sitting boli koise. So he can preside over the joint sitting of the parliament jetia speaker absent thake. Aru institution of speaker and deputy speaker originated in India in 1921, not in 1909 under Montego. This is not Morley-Minto reform. It's under Government of India Act 1919, Montego-Semsport reforms. Next, which of the following can be removed from their office by president on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity? So proved misbehavior or incapacity khetrot kak remove koribo pare office or pra hetu kotha koise. So advocate general or attorney general kotha tanike mention nai. So 1 2 3 must be correct. Yes. So 32 missile aru features by India. So ekhini match koribo karone dise kuntu ya bhitor shuddho hoy, kun keta shuddho hoy. So here jodi sai only 2 are correct because BrahMos is supersonic cruise missile, ballistic nahoy. Aru Agni Prime to dia hoise intercontinental ballistic missile. So this is a 2-stage surface to surface road mobile and solid fuel missile. So here only 2 and 3 are correct, but yet koise how many pairs are correct? So 2 pairs are correct. ওকে সো জম্বিফায়াৰ মানে কি সেইটো এটা মাজতে নিউজত আছিলে সো it should be B, fire from a previous growing season that can smolder under the ground, which is made up of carbon-rich peat. So option B is correct here. So Wabel planer kotha khuda goise 1945 ত main proposal kun keta asile etu kotha khuda goise. ঠিক আছে? So one is not correct. All the members of executive council, including governor general, were to be Indians বুলি demand কৰা নাছিলে. তেওঁলোকে actually এটা central মানে আপোনালোকৰ কি কৰিছিলে Webel aimed to have all members of the executive council as Indians except governor general and commander in chief. Commander in chief আৰু governor general বাহিৰে বাকিখিনি মেম্বাৰৰ executive council বাকিখিনি মেম্বাৰৰ ইণ্ডিয়ান হ'ব লাগে বুলি তেওঁলোকে প্ৰপ'জ কৰিছিলে ঠিক আছে So Executive Council was to function as an interim government under the provisions of Government of India Act 1935 or Governor General was to exercise the veto on the advice of the minister. Ekita শুদ্ধ হৈ আছে so 2 and 3 are correct. 35 ত গৈ আছো Desai Liaquat Pactৰ কথা কৈছে কোনটো কাৰেক্ট সুধিছে It provided equal representation of Indian National Congress and Muslim League in central legislature is it So it provided for the reservation of seat in minorities in provincial legislature. Here only one is correct. Sorry, only one is correct. But in this case, no provision were made for reservation of seats for the minorities in provincial legislature. But formation of an interim government at center was focused. ঠিক আছে? Next, in pre-independent India, the uprising was led by Chapra Biswai, Humsar, and other tribals against the East India Company rule in Orissa and Andhra Pradesh region. Zamindars Bilakor entry, suppression and suppression of Maria practice of human sacrifice, Bilakor report raised Kurisile. So this is nothing but Kond uprising. ঠিক আছে এই ট্ৰাইবেল আপৰাইজিং চেপ্টাৰটো ভালকে পঢ়িব তাৰ লিডাৰসকলৰ কথাও ভালকে পঢ়িব very important you can also study it from spectrum a brief history of modern India yato bahut dhuniya ke ase thik ase next bhakti movement or khetrot kuntu statement shuddho hudise kun keta unlike saguna aru nirguna school or kotha bikhekke mention korise so here only one is correct Nirguna school rejected the scriptures and condemned every form of idol worship, where Saguna school believed in idol and image worship. Junto Bulke yate mention kora goise. Aru Ramanuja Ramananda Chaitanya Mahaprabhu belong to the Saguna school of thought, not Nirguna. ठीक है Next, Nayankar system or kotha koise. So this is about I think B is correct. Yes, administrative system where military chiefs were responsible for collection of revenue from the allotted land. Okay. So Nayankara system was an important characteristics of Vijayanagara political organization. The military chiefs of warriors held of the title of Nayaka or Amar Nayaka. Under the system, the military chiefs of warrior held the title of Nayaka and Amar Nayaka agents with federal obligation to right to king with land was allotted for military services. These Nayakas possessed the revenue rights all over the land and territory, which were called as Amaram. Or these obligations and activities of the Nayakas were among the others giving gifts to temples, building of tanks, reclamation of wastelands, and collection of dues from temples. So next, Fahian Cardinal Dahizile. So it should be Chandragupta II. Next, solving or kotha kudise. So here, which of the above statement is correct? 2 and 3 are correct only. Shratos soil is made up of fleece and wild Himalayan ibex. This is true. And dhablas are soils worn by shepherds and camel herders in the Kutch region. This is also true, but it is not introduced by Kanishka. This is by Jainul Abidin of the Sami dynasty in 15th century. Okay. So in 41 number question, it was given that Subansiri, Ranganadi, Dikhong, Bordoi, North Bank buli koise aru South Bank buli koa goise Buridihing, Disang, Dikho, so all are true here. Okay, baki kekhonor namu moi di disu sabo paribo apnaloke. Next, 42. What percentage of the total population of India lives in Assam as per 2011 census? So 2011 or junto census hoy This is very important for APSC perspective. So 2.58%. Next, Barakor kotha kuntu শুদ্ধ নহয় বুলি দিছে। So ইয়াতে যদি চাই tributaries কেইটাৰ কথা শুদ্ধকে দিছে, কিন্তু does it passes through Manipur, Nagaland, Mizoram, Assam ঠিকে আছে। Manipur, Mizoram, Assam it's ঠিকে আছে, but this Tripura should be substituted with Nagaland. So only one is false here. Not true সুধিছে, okay? So one is not true. Then Bhupen Hazarika National Award for Best Music Director কোনখন মুভিৰ কাৰণে পাইছিলে, so সকলোৱে জানিব লাগে। Okay, it will be Sabani Mimsa. Option C will be correct. Poet আৰু তেওঁলোকক কি বুলি জনা যায় মেচ কৰিব দিছে, ধনী কবি। Okay, বিদ্ৰোহী কবি কথা কৈছে। This should be I ইন্দ্ৰধনুৰ কবি, so আৰু তপোবনৰ কবি। So here it should be all are correct here. All are correct. All are correct. So next, which of the following is are correctly matched? Garo festival or logo tribe match korbo dise. Then yate jodi sai apnaloke all are also correctly matched. All are correctly matched. 47 tribe and attire kotha koise. So juntu hirsah buli ase, there is an attire of Jaintia, not Garo. Aru juntu Dakmanda buli juntu koa goise, this is not Jaintia. This should be the attire of Garo people. ঠিক আছে? So here 3 and 4 only are correct. Option C is correct. 48 labor force participation rate for female in rural area according to the usual status 2022-23 Assamor ক্ষেত্ৰত for age group 15 year and above কিমান percent সুধিছে, so this is 19.80%. So this labor force participation rate is defined as the percentage of persons in the labor force among the persons in the population. So yate already our economic survey dhuniya ke diya goisile, moi yate di disu male ক্ষেত্ৰত চাব পাৰিব, female ক্ষেত্ৰত চাব পাৰিব, আৰু as a whole personৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আপোনালোকে আসামৰ percentage চাব পাৰিব, ইণ্ডিয়া percentage চাব পাৰিব 20-23 data। ঠিক আছে, rural area চাব পাৰিব, urban area টো চাব পাৰিব, আৰু rural plus urban এই দুটা combine area টো আপোনালোকে চাব পাৰিব। ঠিক আছে, next, which of the following institution has released the list of 50 exclusive and ironic heritage textile crafts in the country under the report and titled Handmade for the 21st Century Safeguarding Traditional Indian Textiles. So this should be UNESCO. Next, this painting trail back long into the history. So এখন painting or kotha mention kora goise, so this painting description to the report, this should be Pithora painting. So special characteristics to enekwa dhoroner these paintings are characterized by 7 horses representing the 7 hills that surrounded the area where the Rathwals reside. So a painting to Pithora painting boli koa hoy. So these are they will find their roots in the as cave paintings which are thousands of years old. It were done by Rathwa, Bhil, Nayak and Teri tribes of Gujarat and parts of Rajasthan and MP. আৰু this এইবিলাকে কি ৰিপ্ৰেজেন্ট কৰে, পেইন্টিং বিলাকে সোশিয়াল কালচাৰাল এণ্ড মাইথোলজিক্যাল লাইফ এণ্ড বিলিফছ অফ দ্য ট্ৰাইবেলছ ৰিফ্লেক্ট কৰে। আৰু ক্যাৰেক্টাৰটো অলৰেডি ক্যাৰেক্টাৰাইজ টু ক'লোৱে 7 horses representing 7 hills surrounded by the area where Rathwas reside. আৰু Pithora paintings are more a ritual to thank the god or for a wish or a boon than an art form of ke besi it's represent a ritualistic nature। ঠিক আছে, next I gol ki national action for mechanized sanitization system বা namaste tar kuntu শুদ্ধ সুধিছে। so ইয়াত যদি আপুনি চাই then 2 is not correct, বাকি অপশন কেটা correct আছে, এইকেটা আপোনালোকে পঢ়িলে গম পাব। ভুলটো কি আছে মই এটো কৈ দিও, it is a joint collaboration of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, ঠিক আছে, labor and employment নহয়, and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So it was launched 100% launched to promote 100% mechanization, cleaning of sewers, septic tanks, desilting of drains, garbage lifting, sludge handling, etc. So next aru eta important kotha ase, the implementing agency is National Safai Karmachari Financial Development Corporation, aru etu ki korise advises identifying the sewer and septic tank workers with a focus on informal workforce who are engaged in hazardous cleaning operations. So next, first country to provide 1% horizontal reservation to transgender in all government services. So don't get confused between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, it should be Karnataka. So which of the following is correct about global report on assistive technology, which is also known as GREAT? So 2 is correct. It was developing response to the World Health Resolution Assembly on improving access to assistive technology adopted in May 2018. WHO and World Bank has jointly launched বুলি কৈছে. So it's launched by WHO and UNICEF. Okay. আৰু ইয়াৰ কেইটামান aim আছে. That's why only 2 is correct here. Aim কেইটা কি? Present comprehensive data set and analysis of current global access to assistive technology, support the implementation of UN Convention on Rights on Persons with Disabilities, contribute towards achieving sustainable development goals, especially in making universal health coverage inclusive, leaving no one behind. So these are the aims. Okay. 54. Which of the following is or are correct about National Credit Framework by NCRF? So here 1, 2, 3 all are correct. So National Education Policy part hisabe umbrella framework asile. So for skilling, reskilling, upskilling, accreditation and evaluation in educational and skilling institution workforce. So baki khiniu শুদ্ধ হৈছে except it will enable learners to earn credits only through classroom learning in advanced manner বুলি কৈছে. Not only classroom but they can be involved through co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, recognition of prior learning, etc. of all class. So only শব্দটো যদি থাকে then এটো carefully আপোনালোকে অপশন বিলাকৰ মাইন্ড কৰিব এবাৰ মন কৰিব ঠিক আছে in exam also only শব্দটো generally use কৰিলে অলপমান ডাউট থাকে next as per National Family Health Survey the total neonatal mortality rate of Assam is very important এবিলাক চাই যাব লাগিব 22.5 okay যিসকলে আমাৰ লগত অলৰেডি ৰেজিষ্ট্ৰেচন কৰি কম্বাইন টেষ্ট এণ্ড অল এখিনি দিছে তেওঁলোকৰ ওচৰত চাৰ্টখন অলৰেডি আছে আই হোপ বাকি সকলেও ডাউনলোড কৰি ল'ব পাৰিব next how much amount of loan approved by World Bank to improve disaster preparedness for Assam for flood prone districts of Assam so etu newsত asile $108 million which of the following personalities were honored with sons of the soil award of Assam so here 1 2 and 4 are correct here so 5 জনক দিয়া গৈছিলে okay so কোনে দিছিলে care with trust etu মনত ৰাখিব কোনে দিছে বন্দিতা বৰুৱা for art and culture Udit Gogoi for sports Diganta Saikya and Vardhan Saikya for entrepreneurship and Dr. Manavendra Saharia for professional excellence and Mitali Kumar for excellence in media profession okay 58 who has won the 2 prestigious award for best story and screenplay at 68 Filmfare Awards and who is and that person is from Assam also so he is none other than Suman Adhikari so best story and screenplay karone paise okay for his work in badhai do thik ase next the governor of Assam inaugurated first cow hostel and cow research center in Assam and northeast that so Tezpur so honorable governor visit kote first ever Gaukam organized by Vihangam Yoga Institute of Cow Management in association with Rashtriya Gaudhan Mahasangh at Ghoramari Tezpur teo etu visit korisile inaugurate korisile aru tar logote first cow hostel and cow research center and Assam and northeast to inaugurate korisile Tezpur thik ase next it extra eta question dia goisile which of the following personalities from Assam to climb the third highest mountain peak in the world that is Mount Kanchenjunga so ইয়াতে যদি চাই আপুনি 2 নম্বৰটো ফলস হয় আৰু 4 নম্বৰটো ফলস হয় then Bhaskar Barua and Jayanta Nath these are the 2% okay next which of the following have been nominated for Vishnu Rabai Award for the year 2023 so Ajit Singh and Tiatosi Zamir they got it so Arup Kumar Datta and Gopal Krishna Goswami is not there so Ajit Singh aru Gopal Krishna Goswami kotha apnaloke pohibo paise Arup Kumar Datta tekhete Sri Sri Madhavdev Award poa paise 2022 Bhaskar Kalita is being nominated for Bir Chilarai Award teneke Tiatosi Zamir also nominated for Kalicharan Brahma Award in 2023. Then Nakul Das is being nominated for Sonit Kumar Gajan Borua Award. Jayanti Sutia, Dr. Jayanti Sutia is nominated for Sati Sarini Award. Boloram Fangsok is being nominated for the Swargadeo Sarvananda Singha Award. So here, Ajit Sil and Gopal Krishna Goswami should be correct. So Ajit Sil and Gopal Krishna Goswami should be correct. Okay, 1 and 4. So TRPC Jamil is not there. Okay. So please next Ahigol Indradhanush Gas Grid Limited, Asia's largest underwater hydrocarbon pipeline across Brahmaputra বুলি কৈছে কানে কি district কৰিব Jorhat and Majuli. Okay. Next which of the following is correct about Western Tragopan? So এইটো যদি চাই আপোনালোকে ইয়াতে state part of Madhya Pradesh will be said, threatened will be said. So these are not correct because vulnerable hoy aru Himachal Pradesh or state part baki keta option budho ase. Towards decarbonizing transport report 2023 kune release korisile boli koise etu prothom option pe bhul hoy, so it is by Niti Aayog. Our second option is correct. Here option B is correct. Aru yar upor to teolokor key strategies keta moi tolot di disu apnaloke note kori lobo paribo. Okay. So next we will be moving towards an extra question. One country, two systems. This here both of the options are correct. The one country, two system policy means the Hong Kong and Macau special administrative regions. Both former colonies can have different economic and political systems from the mainland China while being a part of People's Republic of China, and it was proposed by Deng Xiaoping with an aim to unify China and Taiwan. Okay. Next, আমি গুছি গলো 64 Indus Water Treaty বিষয়ে কোনটো correct হয়. It was signed in 1960 between India and Pakistan and brokered by the World Bank. The treaty এই কেটাৰ ভিতৰত যদি আপুনি চাই then 3 and 4 options are not correct. So it should be Western rivers and this should be Eastern rivers. Indus Water Treaty কথা আপোনালোকে ভালকে চাই যাব. Okay. Next 65 Simla agreement কথা কৈছে. It was signed on 2nd July between India and China. Is it or India or Pak? So only 2 is correct here. So it was between India and Pakistan. Okay. Next 66 which of the following are correct about India Bangladesh bilateral relation? So yata jodi sai apuni if any jonkhon bridge hoy a option to bhul hoi ase. So it should be Sabrum in Tripura and Ramgarh in Bangladesh. They connects. So India Bangladesh relation or very important international relation or kotha. So can you note kori lobo paribo apnaloke? Next time 67 India and Sri Lanka have signed a MOU for Bharat Electronics Limited to set up and state at Maritime Rescue Coordination Center at Colombo. Lakshadweep focus on assembly Lakshadweep সকলোতে answer শুদ্ধ হ'ব নোৱাৰে. Okay. Next Middle East Green Initiative or কথা সুধিছে. Saudi Arabia led regional dialogue বুলি কৈছে আৰু aims at MGI includes reducing carbon emissions and all. So here all options are correct here. যিসকলে appear কৰিছে যোনে ডিট মাৰ্ক কৰিছে they got the full marks. Next bleaching powder কথা সুধিছে to neutralize excess acid in the stomach and provide relief to disinfect drinking water to make it free of germs. This is also correct. Used as an oxidizing agent in chemical industry. This is correct, but this is not bleaching powder. This should be baking soda. Yeah, this should be baking soda. So here how many of the following statements are correct? How many of following statements? Keta statement. So duta statement correct, 2 only. Okay. Next phase therapy kotha koise recently seen in news ki hoy pudise. So this is a method treatment of bacterial infection using viruses. So this is called next I will among the kings of Burman dynasty of Kamrupa who seem to have consecrated his achievement by performance of 2 horse sacrifices. So this is Mahendra Burman. Okay, already আমি পঢ়িছো এখিনি after Ganapati Burman ruled, comma, his son Mahendra Burman, who was a repository of all sacrifices, by his brilliant career of conquest and glory, he paved a way for greatness which Kamrupa attained under Vasco Burman. Okay, আৰু কৈছে যে he seemed to have consecrated his achievement by performance of 2 horse sacrifices. It may be noted that he was the first among the king of this land to celebrate horse sacrifices as an act of much political importance. So Jogini Tantra report কৰিছে কোনটো correct হয় এটো যদি আপোনালোকে চাই only 2 are correct. Okay, so extend from Karatoya river on the east এখিনি ক্ষেত্ৰত অলপমান ভুল হৈ আছে. So from Karatoya river on the west to the Dikho river on the east boundary কথা mention আছে এখানে. Next 73 statement of 1906, the Delhi deputation was called Muslim allies to meet Viceroy Minto to put their demands to separate electors for Muslim, and Gopal Krishna Gokhale went to England to meet Secretary of State for India to put Congress in charge of a self-government system. So kuntu correct kudise 2 only are correct, is only correct. Okay, next amar ahi gol India's struggle regarding independence of ক্ষেত্ৰত kuntu শুদ্ধ. Okay, so first revolutionary movement for Indian independence emerged from Delhi. No, it should be from Bengal, everybody knows, and rest of the statements are true here. So move to the 75 number question. Kendukulai kar reign asile, so it is in the reign of Dharmapal. Okay, next ami gusi jam. So yet ami sai now, a Kshatriya named Dharmapal is said came to from the west and founded a kingdom. He made capital west of Guwahati and attracted a number of Brahmins and other high caste Hindus from Upper India. The sage Kendukula is said to have lived his day. Which of the following newspaper was published by Raja Ram Mohan Rai? So Raja Ram Mohan Rai hok Bal Gangadhar Tilake hok তেওঁলোকে পাবলিশ কৰা জাৰ্নেল নিউজপেপাৰ যি আছে সেইখনৰ নাম ভালকে মনত ৰাখিব। তেনেকে শচীন সান্যালৰ কি আছিলে কিবা জাৰ্নেল বা নিউজপেপাৰ আছিলে নেকি এইবিলাক বস্তু অলপ আপোনালোকে চাব লাগিব ঠিক আছে ইণ্ডিয়ান ইণ্ডিপেন্ডেন্স মুভমেন্ট অফ মাৰ বস্তুখিনি ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট তো সংবাদ কৌমুদি নেক্সট ইনডাইৰেক্ট টেক্সৰ ভিতৰত কোনটো which of the following is a form of indirect tax বুলি কৈছে so this is sales tax so direct tax er ভিতৰত কি পৰে income tax wealth tax state tax corporate tax আৰু indirect tax which can be passed on to another individual or an entity tak indirect tax বুলি কোৱা যায় excise duty customs duty entertainment tax service tax sales tax cross receipts tax and value added tax তেনেকে next question to jodi sai which sports shall be organized for the first time in the first edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2023 so this is squash okay etu report moi already pohaichu tar logo ki hoy কি পার্ট আছে সো এবিলাক আমাৰ অলরেডি আপলোডেড ভিডিওত আছে ভালকে এবাৰ পঢ়ি লব which of the following is not a member of G8 so definitely so G8 ত যদি চাই কানাডা ফ্ৰান্স জাৰ্মানী ইটালী জাপান ৰাছিয়া ইউকে ইউএসএ আছে Harivar Vipra was patronized by King Dulab Narayan okay next I go 75 bilateral ties হৈছিলে কান্ট্ৰি এখনৰ লগত ডিক্লাৰেশন অফ ইন্টেন্ট সাইন হৈছিলে অন মাইগ্ৰেশন এন্ড মোবিলিটি ফৰ এনহেন্স পিপল টু পিপল টাইজ বাই কনক্লুডিং মাইগ্ৰেশন এন্ড মোবিলিটি পাৰ্টনাৰশ্বিপ এগ্ৰিমেন্ট কাৰ লগত হৈছিলে সো ইটালীৰ লগত হৈছিলে ওকে so these are the facts during that time both of the nations agreed to deepen defense cooperation through co-development and co-production in India established startup bridge between India and Italy signed DOI যেটো কথা হদিছে আৰু Italy joined science technology and academic cooperation pillar of Indo-Pacific Ocean initiative okay then four hydro a projector logot state milabo karone dise so yata jodi apni sai then Dibang should be of Arunachal and also Italian hydroelectric project is also of Arunachal Pradesh ঠিক আছে rest of fine yata moi description di disu Next I go, which of the following is not are correct about renewables 2022 global status report REN 21. So yate dia goise je second highest after China boli koise. India added 15.4 gigawatt renewable energy power capacity in 2021. jar karone India second highest after China place hoise boli koise, but third highest China pisot US ase in 43 gigawatt power. ঠিক আছে, so 2 and 3 are correct only. Next আমি 84 number question যাও কাৰাকোৰাম এনামলি বিৰাট ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট আপোনালোকে পঢ়িছে যেন নাই I don't know, but you should study about these things. So ইয়াৰ কাৰণ বিলাক সুধিছে, so এই কাৰণ গুটেকেটা ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত শুদ্ধ. Revival of western disturbances or contribution of western disturbances in terms of snowfall volume cover over core glacier regions of Karakoram have increased about 27% in recent decades. Our precipitation from non-western disturbances sources have significantly decreased around 17% Equator region. Winter precipitation associated with western disturbances over Karakoram Himalayas is one of the key drivers behind this emergence. Next, landslide and subsidence heat zone boli declare kora goise Uttarakhand ase okole news ot saise sage. Then okay, which of the following is yata apnaloke arota bostu sai lobo pare. Land subsidence refers to the gradual sinking of the ground surface while landslides are sudden. Landslide or poriborte land subsidence kak koy is a gradual sinking of the ground surface. ঠিক আছে. Next, আপনি যদি চাই ট্রপিক্যাল সাইক্লোনৰ বিষয়ে কোনটো শুদ্ধ এটো কথা কৈছে. So none are correct. So this should be warm মানে near equator. আৰু যোনটো favorable conditions এটো 27 degrees Celsius টিকে দিছে, but the variation of the vertical wind speed should be very small, not large variation. Okay, small variation of the wind speed. Conditions will like this: large sea surface with temperature 27 degrees Celsius, presence of Coriolis force, pre-existing weak low pressure and low level cyclonic circulation, upper divergence above the sea level system. Okay, so ratification of headquarter agreement with Sidri tar বিষয়ে কোনটো শুদ্ধ সুধিছে. ঠিক আছে, not correct সুধিছে, so গুটেকেটা শুদ্ধ option. Then we are going to the 88 number question. Meghalaya Atake has been listed as one of the first 100 IUGS, that is International Union of Geological Sciences, geological sites in the world. That is Maumla Cave. Okay, also Krem Maula. It's a fourth longest cave in the Indian subcontinent. So Sohra বা Serapunjit আছে East Khasi Hills, Meghalaya, and first explored by a British official named Lieutenant Fuel in 1844. Next, projector logot river match koribo dise ako Narmada, Sabarmati, Narmada and Chenab. Narmada dubar dia goise dukhon river opor. So this should be Sardar Sarovar Dham, Narmada opor, and jintu Chenabot ase then Rattle hydroelectric plant. It is airport ase. So 1 and 2 are correctly matched. That means 2 pairs are correctly matched. Next, operational logot dise kunketa operation India launch korisile kiki khetrot yate jodi apnaloke sai, then 2 only duta pair okol correctly match ase. So operation Kaveri is related to this one Sudan, and operation Ajay should be deals with evacuation of Indian from Israel. Baki rest of the 2 are correct. Okay, 91. So state government biodiversity heritage site boli Akhomar kunketa designate kora ase Majuli VHS, Borjuli Wildrice VHS, and Hajong Tortoise Lake biodiversity heritage site boli dipabil nohoy. So 1, 2 and 3 are correct. It is sabo pare amar Akhomar biodiversity website to ase ekita bostu. Okay, so next 92 Ramsar site ase aru state ase. So kuntu correct, which of the following are correctly matched ase? So none are correctly matched. Tampara to ase Odisha, Salberg wetland conservation reserve ase Jammu and Kashmir, Pala wetland Mizoram ase, aru Karikili bird sanctuary that is in Tamil Nadu. Next, mission life or kotha kudha goise. সো ইয়াতে যদি আপুনি চাই এটো কৈছে কি কোপ 28 ডুবাই 2023 ইন্ট্রোডিউস কৰিছিলে কনসেপ্টটো নট নো ইট ইজ ইন 2021 তে কোপ 26 গ্লাসগোতে অলৰেডি কোৱা গৈছিলে এটো বিষয় সো ইয়াৰ যোনকেইটা এইম আছে এইকেইটা মই সাইডত দিছো 7 সেক্টৰৰ ওপৰত ফোকাস কৰে এনার্জি সেভিং ওয়াটার সেভিং সিঙ্গল ইউজ প্লাস্টিক reduction sustainable food system adoption wastage reduction healthy and e-waste reduction then MPI multi-dimensional poverty index or উপৰত এটা question আহিছিলে কোনকেইটা dimension which of the following are the dimensions of MPI সুধিছিলে so health education and standard of living হয় okay next 95 the Niti Forum for Northeast Region NER so ইয়াৰ এইটোৰ আন্ডাৰত which which of the following sectors have been identified by the Niti Forum bamboo dairy pisciculture tea and tourism so these 5 sectors are true 1 2 3 4 5 so here D is correct okay which of the following are included as the key highlights of the 2023 and the National Mission for Transformative Mobility and Battery Storage so yate gote keta option e correct ase next which of the missile system developed by DRDO is an anti-ballistic missile intended to intercept and destroy short-range ballistic missile so this is advanced air defense missile AAD which of the following is not a vector-borne disease so waterborne disease that is a cholera so this cannot be a vector-borne disease so vector-borne diseases are those which that arises from the infections transmitted to humans and other animals by blood feeding arthropods such as mosquitoes ticks and fleas but cholera to ki hoy waterborne disease which spread to contaminated water or food like typhoid okay Kusal Kumar Bidra Pension Scheme কথা সুধিছে so ইয়াতে যদি আপুনি চাই it should be is it 60 years or ওপৰৰ কিনিয়ে পায় ইয়াত 65 years minimum বুলি কৈছে okay so option 2 is correct only 100 number question to last question আছে Assam Semiconductor etc policy 2023 ইয়াতে যদি আপুনি চাই গুটেই কেটা অপশনে কারেক্ট আছে ঠিক আছে সো আই হোপ সকলোৱে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰিছে প্ৰিলিমছৰ কাৰণে আৰু অতি সোনকালে আপোনালোকে সাকসেসফুল হ'ব সো থ্যাংক ইউ এন্ড গুড নাইট অল দা বেষ্ট ফৰ ইয়োৰ প্ৰিলিমছ এক্সামিনেশন